Good morning, friends. In this series of lectures, we are learning about different kinds of poetry, and in this series today we are just discussing. We are coming with a new kind of poem, that is sonnet. Sonnet is a well-known poem which was introduced in 13th century in English literature, and till date we are frequently using it. So let us know what a sonnet is, what is the definition, how it is written. If we talk about the definition of a sonnet, we get that a sonnet is a poem in a specific form which originated in Italy. Giacomo da Lentini is credited with its invention. So it is a poem written in 14 lines with a fixed rhyme scheme, and it was originated in Italy by a Sicilian school headmaster named Giacomo da Lentini. The term sonnet is derived from the Italian word sonetto. By the 13th century, it signified a poem of 14 lines that follows a strict rhyme scheme and a specific structure. So, we find that in the 13th century it was invented, but at the later stage, the number of lines in this poem was fixed by 14, and the rhyme scheme was also constructed in a specific manner. Conventions associated with the sonnet have evolved over its history. Writers of sonnet are sometimes called sonneteers. The writers, the poets who wrote sonnets, they were known as sonneteers. There are two kinds of sonnets in English literature. First one is Petrarchan sonnet, and the second one is Shakespearean sonnet or English sonnet. So let us take them one by one. First we will discuss about Petrarchan sonnet. The structure of a typical Italian sonnet of the time included two parts that together formed a compact form of argument. First, the octave forms the proposition which describes a problem or question, followed by a sestet which proposes a resolution. Typically, the ninth line initiates what or volta, which signals the move from proposition to resolution. So if we talk about the 14 lines of a Petrarchan sonnet, we find that the first 8 lines are known as octave, and the last 6 lines are known as sestet. In a sestet there are two terets, 3-line stanzas. 3-line stanzas are there in a sestet. So how it is composed? In the octave we find a question, a problem, or an argument which is proposed by the poet, and there is a change of mood. There is a change of mood. There is a change of mood in the ninth line, which is known as volta. It shifts the tone of the poem and marks a change in the mood of the poet. In the next 6 lines, which are known as a sestet, we find a resolution, we find a solution for the given problem in a octave. So we find that the first 8 lines are known as octave, which proposes a question, a problem, or an argument, and the next 6 lines are known as sestet, which just give us a solution for the given problem in the octave. And the ninth line, from the ninth line we find a change in mood, change in tone, and this change in tone or mood is known as volta. The term volta is used for this change. The Petrarchan sonnet has a fixed rhyme scheme, and the rhyme scheme is A B B A, A B B A, C D E, CDE, or sometimes the sestet is also rhymed as CDC, CDC. The octave is rhymed as ABBA, ABBA. First 8 lines are rhymed like this. And the last 6 lines, which is known as sestet, may be composed in 2 different manners. First, the following rhyme scheme CDE, CDE, or the other one is CDC, CDC. So this is a Petrarchan sonnet which was written by Petrarch and earlier sonnetiers including John Milton. This kind of sonnet is also known as Miltonic sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet or Italian sonnet. All these 3 terms are used for this one kind of sonnet: Italian sonnet, Miltonic sonnet, or Petrarchan sonnet. Because Petrarch and Milton wrote so many sonnets in this format, in this form, that is why it is named like this. The other kind of sonnet is Shakespearean sonnet. It was not Shakespeare who introduced this form of poem in England, but it is named after him because he made it popular among the local people, among the readers of English language and literature. So when English sonnets were introduced by Thomas Wit in the beginning of 16th century, his sonnets and those of his contemporary, the Earl of Surrey, were chiefly translations from the Italian of Petrarch and the French of Ronsard and others. So we find that the English sonnetiers named Thomas Wit and Earl of Surrey just brought this form of poem known as sonnet from Italy to England. At the early stage, they just translated Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet into English, following their pattern. But while Wit introduced the sonnet into English, it was Surrey who developed the rhyme scheme AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, GG. It means we find that Earl of Surrey just developed a new pattern, new rhyme scheme for this special kind of poem, and the rhyme scheme is AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, G, G. Here we find that in a Shakespearean sonnet there is no octave and no sestet. The composition of a Shakespearean sonnet or of an English sonnet is there are 3 quatrains, 4-line stanzas. First 12 lines are divided into 3 quatrains. One quatrain has a 4-line stanza, and the last 2 lines are known as couplet. So in the Miltonic or Petrarchan sonnet, we find that the poem is divided into 8 and 6 lines or octave and sestet. But here in a Shakespearean sonnet, we find that the poem is divided into 2 parts. The first 12 lines are written in 3 quatrains, each of 4-line stanza, and the last 2 lines are known as couplet. The next 2 decades saw sonnet sequence by William Shakespeare, Edmund Spenser, Michael Drayton, Samuel Daniel, Hugh Greville, William Drummond of Hawthorne, and many others. These sonnets were all essentially inspired by the Petrarchan tradition and generally treat of poets' love for some woman, with the exception of Shakespeare's sequence of 154 sonnets. So many of the poets just wrote their feelings of love towards any woman or their beloved, but it was Shakespeare who didn't follow their pattern. He composed 154 sonnets, but they were not devoted to his love or to any particular woman. He addressed his sonnets to some dark lady and one of his friends. So, in a Shakespearean sonnet, we find that the composition is different. There are 3 quatrains, each of 4 lines, and there is a couplet in the end. But one common thing we find here, that in the Petrarchan sonnet there was a change in mood and tone in the 9th line, which is known as volta. In the Shakespearean sonnet, or in an English sonnet also, there is a change of mood and tone in the same 9th line. The 9th line shifts the mood and tone of the poet, and which is known as volta. So this is Shakespearean sonnet or English sonnet, and today we learnt about a special kind of poem which is known as sonnet. Sonnet has a fixed rhyme scheme and it is written in 14 lines. Typically there are 2 kind of sonnets. One is Petrarchan sonnet, another one is Shakespearean sonnet. The Petrarchan sonnet is divided into 2 parts. One is octave, another one is sestet. The octave is rhymed as the octave first 8 lines are rhymed as A B B A, and the last 6 lines are rhymed as C D E or C D C. In a Shakespearean sonnet, the 14 lines are divided into 2 parts. The first 12 lines are written in 3 quatrains, each one of 4 lines, and the last 2 lines are in the form of a couplet. The rhyme scheme is A B, C D, E F, and G for the couplet. So in this way, this lecture enables us to just find out what a sonnet is, how many kinds of sonnets are there, who originated it, and when. So I hope that you enjoyed this small e-lecture and it will be benefited for you from the addition of knowledge and from the point of view of your exams also. I hope that it will be helpful for you in all ways. Thank you. Have a good day.